Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
And Larry and Waukegan said, I need that Limp Bizkit to get started today.
It's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up. Everybody sucks. You don't really know why, but you want to justify ripping someone's head off. No human contact, and if you interact, your life is on contract. Your best bet is to stay away, mother. It's just one of those days. It's all about the he says, she says bullshit. I think you better quit, let it slip, or you'll be leaving with a fat lip.
Well, there you go, Larry and Waukegan, for all your friends in Waukegan, for you in Waukegan. Maybe you don't care about anybody else in Waukegan except yourself, and that's okay. We could use a little bit more self-love out there to be happy every day. Wait, self-love.
What's your motto?
Well, wait, self-love, I meant like appreciating yourself and you know, self-love could mean a couple things.
Mm-hmm. No, go ahead.
No, I think everybody knows.
Got it.
I don't think I need to go on more further. But thanks for listening in Waukegan this morning. We have a lot for you today, obviously. First, we'll check in 312-591-8300. Give us that proof of life from the weekend. Hot. We'll give the forecast and the traffic in a couple seconds. Now, in 6 minutes, we just started with a new contest to send you somewhere with Brian and Kenzie Q101. Lorde heading out on her Ultrasound World Tour and support of her album Virgin. And usually we have a destination for you. Like last week, it was when we were Young Festival in Vegas. No, this one, you take your pick wherever you want to see Lorde.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So
I'm going to go to my boss and be like, can I have Lorde tickets? He's like, yes. I'm like, in California.
As you twirl your mustache.
Hello.
Go ahead and do that first, and we'll see. That'll be the test case. You're the guinea pig. I mean, for example, you could say I want to go see Lorde at Red Rocks, which I don't think exists. Mm-hmm. I see people post these pictures from Red Rocks, but it all seems like a backdrop, like a green screen. So you could pick Red Rocks, go there and say, you know what? It actually exists. Here's me by the Red Rocks. You know? I don't. I've had listeners say that they've been there. I don't buy it. I don't believe in Red Rocks.
Why don't you just go once?
I'm trying to.
You should go ask for Lorde tickets and be like, at Red Rocks?
That'd be amazing. You'll get a trip for 2, flights, hotel, 2 premium tickets, see Lorde in concert. And you know what? You're going to meet her, too.
Really?
And you could say, Lorde, check out these Red Rocks over here.
Oh, wait, I want to meet Lorde.
Yeah.
Oh,
Me
damn.
too.
It'd be cool. It'd be cool to meet her. But also to prove that Red Rocks exists, because maybe she's part of the conspiracy theory that Red Rocks is a real venue.
Hey, Illuminati and such.
Yeah, we'll give you that keyword here in a couple seconds. Plus, all week long, Weird Al tickets sold out this Sunday at Ravinia. So Weird Al tickets coming up in Clash with Kenzie at 7:10. We'll get you on the phones for that. So be here, get involved, be a part of the show, and win something amazing for yourself.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for a fact that makes your brain go. And this is one that Illinois is top 5 in the country. Now, we're not number 1. So in the fact, we'll also tell you who number 1 is. But we're top 5 in spending on this. And what that number is, as far as how much we spend, is $116,000 per 10,000 residents. Now, I'll just do the math for you right now on that. So that's about $11.60 per person in Illinois. But
What, per day, per year, per
year.
Okay.
But it's not necessarily balanced. Like, obviously, there's people that might spend, $1,000 on this, and some people might spend $1 on it or whatever. But we're top 5 in it. So this is a new report that shows per year $116,000 per 10,000 Illinois residents. So what do you think that might be in this world, Kenzie? Just top of your head. We're in top 5 in the country, Illinois is.
I don't know. I feel like they don't always deal with heat great here, so maybe like air conditioning, whatever bill that would be.
Extra air conditioning bills. We're
Yeah.
top 5 in that. Okay. All right. Yeah, certainly it was running a lot over the weekend.
I know. I feel like everyone's always like, it's so cold here. And then the second it's warm, everyone's house is like 55 degrees. I'm like, it's colder than winter. I'm like, what are you doing? It's windy in your house.
Yeah, open the windows, let that warm air blow right through.
I like being toasty. I'm like, heat it up.
Yeah, Case is like that too.
I like to cook.
He's a toasty guy.
What about me?
You like to be toasty.
A little bit.
Yeah, no, I think a lot.
I like to be cozy.
I think toasty cozy is a different, level.
Yeah.
I mean, during the winter, you come in and you're very agitated about waiting for the bus. Yes, Case takes the bus to work. And, we have to
Why
wait
are you
outside.
laughing? You're
Christ.
such a jerk.
So he has to,
He starts to giggle.
Yeah, why are you doing? I don't know why I took a shot for being toasty.
No, you're taking a shot for taking the bus to work.
Sorry, I forgot I'm broke.
Stay up with the shots. So, what would you say this is, Case?
You gotta give me the thing one more time.
So, we're top
It
five.
was a lot to take it.
So we're top 5 in the country in spending on this.
Okay.
Whereas it's $116,000 per 10,000 residents, meaning it's about $11.60 per person in Illinois. But that doesn't mean it's even. It could be like I could spend maybe $5,000 on this and somebody else spends $1.
I'll steal the answer that Sean from Aurora has on the text line. I'll say it's the amount of money we spend on hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs having a real moment. People really into the hot dog right now.
Were they not having a moment? Did it go away for a while?
I think so. 10 years ago how everybody was obsessed with bacon and bacon had a real moment?
Yes.
We're living through that right now with hot dogs. I think hot dogs in the 2010s were out. A low point in popularity. Hot dogs right now, in. People
Okay.
love a dog.
Yeah.
You know what? Every once in a while, because I kind of like really monitor the text line, I forget that we ask people what they think the answer is. And I'm like, why would you send me this? Because somebody just wrote porn subscriptions. And I'm like, why would a random person write porn? And I'm like, oh, they're guessing.
I think that might be to your personal
I'm
text
like,
number.
you weirdo.
Playing along.
All right. So let's do this. After Bush, we'll give you the answer. Illinois is top 5 in this. We'll tell you who number 1 is. And spending $116,000 per 10,000 residents, we're doing pretty good as far as this. But you may not think it's good what we're spending this on. We'll give you the answer in the fact that makes your brain go. After Bush, Brian and Kenzie, Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for a fact that makes your brain go. And it's about Illinois being top 5 in spending on this, which Illinois residents on average, it's $116,000 per 10,000 residents, which is about $11.60 per person. And you may think this is great. You may think it's low. You may think it's weird. You might be one of the ones that spend more than this, maybe $1,000 a year on this. And Kenzie guessed air conditioning, like extra in air conditioning, because everybody complains about it being cold, but then when it gets hot, crank that air down, get it down like the 55 and that icebox feeling. Then Case says it's hot dogs who are, quote, having a moment.
Hot dogs are having a moment.
Extra on hot dogs. Both those are wrong. Listeners guessed in a lot of different things and pretty much came up right on this one. Now, this may not sound like a fact that makes your brain go, but it is on OnlyFans.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. So OnlyFans.
That sucks.
So Illinois is top 5 in this. Again, $116,000 per 10,000 residents. Sounds like that money could go to better use when you hear it like that. That's why I said it like that. If 10,000 people pulled $116,000, 10,000 people with that, maybe we could do some good in the world. You upset about this?
And I have to, this sucks. It just sucks. So that's what's happening.
Now, why does it suck?
It sucks because, I'm sorry, but girls would not, I mean, you're not going to want to date somebody that is literally paying for subscriptions on OnlyFans. I'm not saying somebody who goes and looks at something because they have some time to themselves. Everyone's like, but like paying for subscriptions, because it's like, I feel like it's going to be the same guys who complain that dates are too expensive. But it's like, well, maybe if you spent less money on porn, you could have good dates. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I went on this date last week and she ordered mozzarella sticks to start off the date. I'm like, I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah, you expensive bitch. Here's $47 a month, though, to my favorite naked queen. Like, okay.
Naked queen, hello.
Oh, God. Come on, guys.
It is kind of fascinating because obviously what has driven the internet's success was porn. Like the technology advancements through the internet came from porn and people paying or free stuff on there. And OnlyFans is a thing that I'm stunned by this Sophie Rain, who said she made $76 million. Now, look, I'm not on it. I've never seen her. I've never seen anything going on there at all. But she put her Social Security statement up that showed she made $76 million last year.
Well, I will say I was on Twitter and X, whatever the hell you want to call. I don't even know what to call it.
We call it Twitter on this show.
Okay, so I was on there. And I saw it listed 5 of like the top earners. So I'm sure that girl was on there because it was like a crazy amount. And then like how much they make. So it was like, 25 million, 76 million, all of that. Next to athletes, right?
Right.
And men were going in. They're like, this is effing ridiculous. They, one has talent, one doesn't. I'm sitting there going, well, men are making both of them rich. So just so you know, the reason that both these athletes and then these women have a lot of money, it's all out of men's pockets for the most part.
Hey, I don't care if you earn. Good for you. However it comes your way, whether it's through a jump shot, or whatever's going on OnlyFans with Sophie Rain.
But like that's what was so funny about it is I'm like, well, like somebody subscribing, someone's paying for it.
Like, I don't think she's doing
Something
porn on
had
there.
to come through the window and get the floor all wet, Todd. Like, that's how it felt.
Yeah, maybe your Uncle Bob. You don't know. I mean, somebody's paying for it. If she's showing that proof that she made $76 million. Like, if our listeners, I say right now, has somebody seen her, then text in. I want to know.
Well, 773 has. They said very talented gal.
Okay, well, what does she do?
But there's so much free. This is where I think the ick comes from for girls, is that it's like there's so much free stuff that you're like, no, I'm going to spend my money on it. And it's like, why are you spending your money on that? Like, I feel like all these sites are free, right?
Well, to your point, as far as people that spend on OnlyFans, it's a very low number. Some people are on there. I guess you can see.
There's accounts that are free on there.
Yeah, you can see stuff without paying. So you could do that and just be kind of happy. I don't know. When you pay, obviously you're going to get more. I don't know what she's doing on there, this Sophie Rain, to make $76 million.
You're telling me you can get more than you can get on, like, Pornhub? Like, all of the site from this girl?
It's different. It's a different experience, though.
Why?
So...
Okay, so tell us about this.
Yeah, I really don't know. Like, isn't it just porn?
I was waiting for somebody to kick the ball to me. This is my area of expertise. I mean, there's certainly some accounts on OnlyFans that are going to offer way more behind a paywall than what they would offer for free. Right. There's also the idea, and this is something that what I've heard a Sophie Rain type would excel in, in almost a virtual girlfriend experience where you can form a digital relationship with these people that is obviously awkward because there's payment involved, and it would feel very one-sided, almost like, trying to convince yourself that a stripper actually likes you. It feels like a same deal there, but a lot of people end up spending a lot of money either because they have...
They're doing like personal video calls, you mean?
Yeah, there's that. Mm-hmm. There's texting. Some people, I think I can use this term. Some people have like a pay pig fetish where they get turned on. Yeah, this is Kenzie. This is where you can make your money. There are people that are turned on by spending money on women.
Yeah, like
wait.
Wait.
Yeah. Hold on. Slow down.
There's this girl on TikTok. Hold on. You, Brian, just know. There's this girl on TikTok who talks about how she's like, I don't even know these men. I send them nothing. I do that, but they are pay pigs, so their fetish is women telling them they have to send them money. She goes, and she pulled up her text and all she did is goes, I want 300 right now. I want 500 right now. And there's no other interaction. That's it. And they just send her money because like her being like dominating and saying, give me money, even though there's no pictures or no anything, is attractive to them.
Okay, two things.
And first, I'm like, my husband, why isn't that your fetish? You son of a bitch.
Well, two things. Can I do that? Be a dominatrix to these guys out there.
Money.
No. I want to be like these dominatrix to these guys and then say, send me money right now.
You could probably create a fake account, meet guys, and then be like, send me 400, and you're just out to eat with your wife.
Okay, that sounds cool.
However, you want to be a dominatrix to these guys is your own deal.
That's what I want to do.
Okay.
And then the pay pig, when you said that, I thought you paid them to just go roll around in mud.
That is a separate thing, my friend.
So pay pig is just because they get turned on by being dominated and saying, pay me right now, like Kenzie just said.
Yeah, that's the industry term, is a pay pig.
A pay pig.
Yeah.
That's like their literal fetish is women being like, you have to send me this money, and then being short with them. Like, you know how like people who want that, like they like to be like treated bad? Like,
Sure,
that's
sure.
what they're into.
I'm
and
familiar,
I'm like, what
yeah.
the F?
Now, Juan has a retort to you, Kenzie.
What?
It's, saying, ooh. He said, God forbid I support a small local woman-owned business. God. So there you go. Put that in your pipe.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
Weird Al tickets coming up in Clash with Kenzie. We'll get you on the phones in just about 15 minutes. We have sports before that. A lot went on with the Cubs, Sox, and, of course, the NBA Finals. But before we get there, we had a fact that makes your brain go. In Illinois, $116,000 is spent among every 10,000 residents on OnlyFans. That was our fact today. And a lot of people checked in on the situations, but Nicole has a story. Oh, my goodness. I think I'll just let Nicole tell the story right now. She sent a text in, first-time texter, I believe, and she has given us permission to use her name, Nicole. So, ahoy, Nicole. Tell us what happened to you this weekend.
Hold on, she's not on the air yet, Brian. Put her on the air.
There we
you
go. There we go. Hello, Nicole.
Yes.
Okay, tell us what happened this weekend.
I happened to find my boyfriend of 3 years. He had an old cell phone laying around, and I went through it.
Period.
Because I just had a little feeling. And I found multiple different accounts, Gmail and Yahoo, connected with OnlyFans, and this is actually the third or fourth time that I have found the account. So he keeps on making new ones, and he subscribed to the same women, few women. $24.99 a month. There's $50 a month.
60 a month.
Yeah, 50. Yeah, on Valentine's Day. Actually,
Oh
I'm
my
looking.
God.
I know. I'm looking at the Yahoo receipts right now. So
when you've caught him in the past, you've made it very clear that this is like a non-negotiable, not okay with you?
Well, no, because actually, so I never had full proof. It was just my, I don't know.
Intuition.
I never had proof. It was just yeah. And he would always say, no, it's nothing. And OnlyFans was, I didn't really know what OnlyFans was, I guess. Because I don't really have a problem with watching like the free porn or anything like that, but it's the pain, like paying for it, and it's women that are, in our area and the communicating.
You also noted in your text that I mentioned this Sophie Rain girl, this gal. She made $76 million in the last year. We now know how, because your man spent at least $75 on her.
Yeah, and that's just the one account, and he subscribed to her on both of them, plus Twitter and Instagram.
Whoa.
So,
Wait, why? What is the point of that?
I don't know. I asked him, but we were on FaceTime, and he just stared at me with a blank stare.
Well,
I need to ask, how much does he spend on you?
Oh, good question. I don't know. I mean, we kind of just split our everything. I don't know.
He's gone.
Not that
Immediately
much,
no. He's spending more on random women in your area than you, and you have to actually put in physical work with this man, I'm assuming? Absolutely not.
Well, yeah, and it's just the attention part of it. Like, I've noticed, like, the complete withdrawing, like he's, downstairs, and he's in his little man cave all the time, and I'll come in there, and then all of a sudden he'll throw his phone. We're like,
that should have been, happened to me 1,000 times, and then I got smart.
Yeah, I'm like starting to think. I'm like, wait, did that just happen? Like questioning if I seen it right. Yeah.
What is your next step here? What are your thoughts after this weekend? You've had time to set in. You're talking about it. You're communicating. He just stared at you, which isn't the world's best response. I got to be honest. So what are you going to do next?
Hopefully a face-to-face, not a FaceTime conversation. We'll start there first, face-to-face.
I'm not sure, actually. I don't know, because we have been together for a long time, but at the same time, it's kind of, so it's the third or fourth time this has happened.
What is a long time? How long you guys been together?
So, we've been together 4 years. About 4 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
So,
yeah, that
I
qualifies.
think you deserve, if I have to, I'm going to just be really honest, I think you deserve a lot better than that. There's a lot better guys out there. I don't care if you've been with them for 20 years. Just go date somebody better for a year.
Yeah, I don't, it's the lying and the sneaking about it. If you were just honest, I feel like I wouldn't feel so like I'm being cheated on. That's what I feel like. Yeah, cheated on or something. I don't know. It's so weird.
He's sending other women in your area money and chatting with them. Absolutely, you have a right to feel like you're being cheated on, and you're allowed to set whatever boundaries you're comfortable with. And you don't even have to justify what you're doing right now if you're trying to be an awesome girlfriend and be like, it's just the lying about it. His activity sucks too. It's not even just that, but the lying does suck, girl.
Yeah, the boundary could be $35. You know,
No.
you could make, you know.
$0.
Amen.
I'm just trying to get there. I'm just trying to get there. Maybe,
Here's the thing, girl. He is being so selfish because what he's doing is he's spending money on every little activity he wants to participate in, but he doesn't have to spend money on you. He can go 50-50 with you.
Well, let's do this.
No.
What was the last time you asked him to go do something? He said, we don't have money to do that. Was that something recent?
No.
Well,
Not
of course
really.
he has the money to do it. He doesn't have to pay for her.
Oh my gosh.
This is boy, he's not paying her way. He's like, yeah, I'll go do that and only pay for me. No. People will get away, girl. You can't let people get away with that because, of course, like if you tell somebody like, "Oh, that's not my expectation. You have to pay for me. I'm cool. They never will because it'll be like awesome. Like you can't. You deserve so much better than that.
Yeah.
Well,
So much better.
Why don't you do this? So, are you going to have a confrontation today or this week about it?
He comes home Tuesday night going into Wednesday.
Set his place on fire.
Well, hold on. It's her place, too. Hold on. You guys live together, right? You guys live together. Don't burn down the house. Don't do that.
Yeah, we live together.
Okay. Maybe we'll all be there. How about myself, Kenzie, and Case all be there when he comes home? As an intervention, like in Sopranos.
Oh my God, wouldn't that be? Oh my!
You need to call us, girl. We need to know what happens here, but you need to get hyped up. Do you have like a girl clique or something? You need to get hyped up before this conversation. You need to go in much less nice.
Yeah, I got to prep myself. I don't know.
We'll do that, and please let us know what happens. Be safe and careful, and let us know what happens when you have this confrontation.
You know what
about
you should do? You should create an OnlyFans account and then be like, look, I have 10 subscribers. Send me money now. Maybe I'll sign up for that and pay you monthly.
I know. I was starting to think of doing something just to like, I don't know, but I don't know.
Get him, girl. Be less nice. Be less nice.
What's that called? A prize pig again?
Pay pig.
Pay pig.
Girl, you need to get you a pay pig.
I do.
Hell yeah.
If anybody wants to be Nicole's pay pig, text in at 312-591-8300.
Send us a resume and how much you make, and we can get you in contact with Nicole.
We can. That's our girl.
We need a Bitcoin kind of person. We need someone like that.
If you have an offshore account, that's who we're looking for.
Yeah. If you got a boat in the playpen this weekend, please get ready to help out Nicole.
Oh, God.
Nicole, please hit us up on Wednesday then. So right at this time, if you can, like so 6:45-ish on Wednesday, and let us know what happens.
Please. I'm rooting for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, take care. Thanks so much for talking to us.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, bye. Wow. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens.
You know, every once in a while I forget that Kenzie is just a terrifying detective. And if a woman is wrong, Kenzie's going to ask the right questions that just push their buttons in a way that is, I'll never cross anybody because I'm afraid of what Kenzie will do.
What do you mean?
No, you ask great questions. It's just like, how much is she spending on you? And I was like, oh my God, Kenzie came ready for this conversation.
Like not up in here.
No.
She needs, you know what? She seems very sweet because somebody texted in like, This seems weird to me. Like, why is she calling a radio station? She needs a better girl crew. She seems alone to me. And that's why she's being too nice to him. That seems like the person in her life. And it's like she needs a better girl crew. She needs somebody to build her up.
Well, she was a first-time texter, which we appreciate.
Yeah,
and that's why, Case went back and called her right away to get her on the air. So 6:45 on Wednesday. Look for the result and what happens with her confrontation with her mans about having not one, not two, three OnlyFans accounts on burner phones that he throws across the room when she walks in the room.
Yahoo and Gmail.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a Hotmail
He's got
out there,
a Hotmail, he's got an AOL.
Yeah.
Good Lord, imagine what else she hasn't found.
That's right. Coming up after Jacob's Castle, doing Sublime, it is Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We'll get the sports. What happened over the weekend? A lot.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.